How's it going? It's John here. I do videos on investing, and then also everybody, I have done 700 plus short and medium term vacation rentals. I'm going to start coming out with more content on that, and then also some more programs and services related to that industry of short and medium term vacation rentals. Here we are. It's still early June of 2022. Got some crazy, really bad inflation news happening that's rocking the stock markets here again for I feel like I'm a broken record saying that, here the second day in a row, but it's a pretty big down day here today, right? But we are also on the bonus side. We're in the basically pretty much in the beginning of the busy season for the shorter and medium term vacation rentals, at least out here in Southern California, and then really a lot of the Sun Belt of the U.S. You get a great opportunity to do the shorter rentals and then also the medium kind of style rentals, from really, let's say, like May until October or at some point in September, right? And yeah, so very exciting times. Anyway, what are we going to talk about today? So I'm going to talk about a couple things, a couple experts. And they talk about things to hold during inflationary times. I just did a video recently about Warren Buffett, and Warren Buffett is buying 3 stocks that he is using to actually battle inflation. And what he's doing is he's actually collecting $1.9 billion of income from dividends from these 3 stocks. And I'll go ahead and put a link to that video in the description area. Okay, everybody, if you like hearing about this, I do pretty much new investing ideas, even things related to real estate and getting an ROI on the property that you own in real estate. I also have done some flips here in Los Angeles as well. Don't have a ton of content on actually real estate flipping and doing remodels, but I will be doing that in the future. Anyway, if you like some of the stuff, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Subscribe, like I said, I come out with new content pretty much almost every day, but at least a couple times a week, okay? Okay, so here we go. So we got a couple of people. One, we got Elon Musk. I'm going to show you 3 physical things that Elon Musk says to actually buy and to own during the inflationary times. Like I said, I just did the video about Warren Buffett, so I'll link to that. Also, Jim Cramer says there's only 3 groups. I don't really recognize any of the names except for ExxonMobil, but 3 groups in the energy space. So Jim Cramer is saying basically the only thing to buy right now is on the dip, at least, is the energy space. And then really the most interesting is then really just really kind of a hedge fund specialist that talks about the different sectors that he's actually buying. So let's go ahead and I'll take you into my computer and we'll take a look at some of these articles, okay? All right, here we go. So here we have Elon Musk, his lovely face there, as you can see. And we are, he basically has the areas, the physical things right here. So 3 physical assets that perform well during inflation. Real estate is the first one that he says here. Thank God, actually, for me, a lot of my net worth is tied up into real estate. Hopefully, real estate's not going to crash here next. But basically, one thing that I've come to really appreciate about real estate is that it's steady. It's kind of like one of my lawyer friends said it really well. He says like it's a really big boat or big ship that's actually slow moving, but once it gets moving, it's really hard to slow it down. So it is a nicely cruising big ship is really what it is for me. So thank God for real estate. The next one he shows here is fine art. I'm not really a candidate for fine art, I don't think. And the next one is wine. I'm not a winey, but there you go. So those are the 3 things that Elon Musk talks about: fine art, wine, and real estate. Thank goodness for real estate. The next one here is basically someone, Claudio Cesani from Blue Shore Financial. And here we talk about basically tide exchange. Investing veteran says hot inflation and a tight Fed call for a shift in strategy. He likes 3 specific areas for protection. And financials is what he likes. Real estate investment trusts and commodities. When investing in metals and minerals, the risk associated with being in those sectors will be higher than conventional blue chip dividend paying stocks. The commodities market continues to be a volatile place. For that reason, Chisani thinks ETFs represent the safest way for beginners to gain exposure to that space. Yeah, so I'm not really too experienced with commodities. Chisani singles out the SPDR S&P Metals and Mining ETF XME as an attractive inflation trigger. He also says that Barrick Gold, which pays regular dividends and raised this payout this year, could be worth a look for income investors. So there you go. So there's just some ideas. Everybody, I do not have the video, with Jim Cramer where he talks about the three energy picks, but one of them was Exxon, and gotta love Jim Cramer. I mean, he's definitely very good at operating. He's very good. I believe he's very good at operating in the present when it comes to investments, right? So if even though Apple's the biggest company in the world, if it's not a great time to be investing in Apple, he'll, flat out say it and move his assets as such, right? And doing his buying and selling. But basically, when Jim is talking about the dip that we have right now, the only three picks are actually energy picks, and one of those is Exxon. If you go over to the Warren Buffett video that I did this week, actually, where I talk about three stocks that Warren Buffett is buying to battle inflation, which are really for income, one of those is actually, I'll give it away, right? One of those is Chevron, okay? And I do have some Chevron. When I purchased Chevron, one of the main things that appealed to me about Chevron was the high dividend. It was really one of the highest dividends out there. So those are some ideas for y'all in terms of fighting inflation and for your investments. If you guys like this content, give me a like, do a little subscribe. Again, I come out with investing ideas pretty much every week. Sometimes almost every day, but multiple times a week, you're going to see different exciting ideas and videos related to investing, and that includes the stock market. It includes real estate, and maybe down the road it'll include some exciting other things as well. But for now, it's really pretty much the stock market and real estate. Lastly, everybody, I do have a professional background in investing, and also do it a lot myself. First job out of college was Merrill Lynch back in the late 90s, and then also some investment banking, and then worked for Sun America here in Los Angeles for 3 years. Other than that, I've been investing in stocks since 1989. Definitely rode the whole .com bubble thing and all that. But in terms of the most recent bull run from 2009 until pretty much the beginning of 2022, I do have 5 10x's to my track record and 1 100x investment from just public company investments. So definitely try to take all these different learnings that I've had over the years and put them into ideas and put it out there for content for everybody to consume. Hopefully you guys like that, and let me know your thoughts on some of this inflation stuff and some of these different ideas in terms of things to invest in. Okay, thanks a lot and have a great weekend.